There's so much like art to see. Yeah, we're not even an hour into it already. There's no way we can capture all of this, but we can tell it's already going to be an epic afternoon with a few of these. Today we're going to the East Side Gallery, which is basically one of the parts of the Berlin Wall that is still standing, that has got all sorts of art and stuff on it now, as well as obviously a lot of historical significance for Germany. The reason that we're running downstairs is because we're staying with Laura and Jens, which we've mentioned a few times. Their friend Andreas has a Maserati who has offered to take us to the wall. So he's outside right now and we're rushing down because you definitely can't turn down a flash ride to get somewhere so amazing. So it's a win-win for us. Beautiful day today as well. So we're excited to get outside and see the wall and the Maserati. Oh, look at that. This is the German way, huh?
The kids.
So the car obviously was a little bit of a highlight, but the real excitement of what we've just done is spent about 30 minutes, very hard to capture on video, sorry, but spent about 30 minutes in the car with Andreas, cruising around and seeing a completely different side to Berlin that we haven't even seen yet.
It's really cool to get a local person's perspective, especially someone that's growing up here and like knows what it was like versus how it is now.
Yeah.
So he showed us around the east side, which is where he grew up, and then also around the west side too, around
Kreuzberg, yeah.
A park area that just has so much history. And
yeah, so this park was interesting. The police and the government have just said, we're not going to police there. Like, it's literally that sort of dangerous and grungy that they've just given up. If you call them from there, they're saying, we're not coming.
No, that just blows my mind.
Absolutely insane. And then we saw some incredible domes there was a French one and a German one, and they survived through the war as well, and they're just like absolutely stunning. The city just keeps on delivering. There's just so much to see here. And now we're at the East Side Gallery, so we're about to have a look at the Berlin Wall, and look at all the art that's gone on now, and just walk through the neighborhood. There's so much to see here. It's so fascinating. Let's go. We're going to walk down this direction, which is what's left of the wall that's still separating what was east and west. One of the most interesting things that we've learned already from Andreas is that the wall that comes all the way along here used to run right the way through and through this intersection here, and there's a bridge up the top, and they literally took out, you can see it's all brick and stuff still over this side. They basically just stopped using the bridge because you weren't allowed to go between the two, so the wall used to run down through and between it, and they took out an entire section of the bridge to make sure that the two areas stayed separated. So we're just about to start our walk down the wall now. Already so interesting to see, but
it's a tough one because we don't want to, there's too much history here to, explain on a vlog.
Absolutely, it's not a documentary, and some horrific stuff happened here as well, so we want to appreciate it and share some insight, and some of the art is insanely good, isn't it?
So I think the story is that in the 90s artists came along and they started kind of making their mark on the wall. And then I think there are a few famous ones along the way that we'll try and show.
Because some of them are very symbolic as well, and we just sort of leave it at that. You can everyone takes away their own thing from it. Germany has its story, the wall has its own story, and then each individual bit of art has something unique and interesting behind it as well. So basically, if you're wanting to learn more, I think you're best to do your own research further into it, but we'll go along and share some of that stuff, and then later on today we're going to do a boat trip around the outside of the city where we can hopefully share some more insights as well. This piece is clearly the most popular, as you can see from everybody crowding around here trying to take some photos. It's basically the Soviet leader and the East German president, I think it was at the time, kissing, and it's become definitely the most popular piece as everybody is standing around here trying to take photos. So that was the Berlin Wall. Amazing place. Definitely something you have to come and visit. Very hard to capture on camera, as we've mentioned, but we've had a little bit of change of plans.
So tomorrow?
Tomorrow now.
We are going to be doing the river cruise.
So today we are going on a 3.5-hour cruise?
Yes,
right?
to see, I think it's to see the sights of Berlin. It's been booked for us by my friend Laura and
Jens
her
as
fiance.
well. So we're lucky, eh?
Yeah. We've been like integrated into a German family.
Yeah, it's definitely a very cool experience, and we're seeing a lot more. Well, yesterday was definitely very touristy, but today we get the chance to see it from a different angle and with their recommendations. But we've just been hanging out like in the house with them.
Breakfast, coffee.
Yeah.
It's been so good.
We're very fortunate. So if you guys are watching, thank you very much for having us. Definitely a busy day today. It's actually a weekend, which is why there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more people in the street. There's definitely a lot more. I don't know what she's saying. It looked like she was waving at me, but maybe she actually wasn't, and I've just waved at some random lady. So we went for a little bit of a walk, but now we've taken a Uber for about 15 minutes across town, and Uber's really cost effective here. I think it was about €7 for that trip, which was a good few kilometers as well through the middle of the town. A little fake beach here. Sit in your sun chairs, have a drink, looking out over the river. It's awesome. Our squad has grown. We've got this is our full German family we're with now. This is the boat that we're going on. It is such a beautiful day. It's actually only 18 degrees, but it definitely feels more like, I don't know, 25 or 30 for sure. Hello. We're definitely traveling the German way. Beers on the cruise is definitely the way to go. So this thing's 3 hours, and I was surprised at how we're going to just go around the museum island. We're not. We're going a lot further than that. We've already seen the massive difference between the east and the west side, and there's just so much to see. It's absolutely fascinating. We just went past a park. There was a guy with his shirt off breathing fire. There was people with barbecue, like making meat and everything. There was a guy with an easel painting. There were people just sunbathing, lying out. There's animals around. People here just walking their kids and everything in prams. And I think we've probably gone under 75 bridges already. There's so much like art to see. Yeah, we're not even an hour into it already. There's no way we can capture all of this, but we can tell it's already going to be an epic afternoon with a few of these. I think one of the things that gives Berlin so much character is the variety. You've got like new buildings like that mixed with these old buildings that have been like graffitied on and have all sorts of art, and then you've got something like this which looks more traditional sort of German or maybe even Swiss. And then you sort of go along the water's front. There's just so much going on. People just sort of come out and sit down by the water's edge and just have a drink. Like, some people look like they're on their little dates and everything. And then spots. The architecture along here is absolutely ridiculous. This is the sort of stuff that we would never see if we didn't go on a cruise. They're all so different and so incredible. Some of them are like amazing how they've managed to have like parts suspended as well. This whole area is the Parliament, and that dome you can see just gone is the Reichstag. I can't really say it properly, but it's a dome that you can go and sort of go up to and check out, and you can have dinner and stuff up there as well. But you have to book in advance, and sadly, we forgot to do that. Do you think that was like the best possible way to see Berlin?
Yeah, I think so. It's great to see. There's just so many cool landmarks all around, and it literally, I feel like it covered the majority of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see a lot of the landmarks from the outside. Not the same necessarily the touristy like details of everything, but I think the architecture in the city is just like...
It's crazy. It's really diverse. One minute you've got this, like by the Parliament, there was the old building and then the new building side by side. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't know if it's really come across in these videos or not. We've mentioned it a couple of times, but Berlin has just really gone, like for us, has just gone, wow. This is... We've really enjoyed it.
Somewhere that we could spend... longer than the 5 days that we've been here, which is a bit of a shame. But next video you'll see will be us on our way to Prague, which we are also
super excited about.
We've heard so many good things, So thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the comments. Bye.